This week manga was amazing. What's up, guys? It's Richard from US 101 back again with another video. And in today's video, you know what we do? We just want to do a quick review for the latest chapter that came out, 234. So yeah, without any further ado, let's just get right into this. So it starts off with Yusa saying that he wants to enter the battlefield, and you see, at this point, I don't blame him. Seeing the old thing that is happening with Gojo and Sukuna, I feel that him stepping up actually makes his character more compelling, because that's what Yusa character has always been: friendship and the rest. Just that you see that Kashimo tells him that he should stop, and after thinking about it, I feel that Kashimo is correct, because here is what I feel: if Yuta goes there, he's going to give Sukuna the chance to mess with Gojo, and this is what I believe. Now let's say Yuta were to actually go into the battle, right? All Sukuna just has to do is tell Mahoraga to concentrate on Gojo while he himself goes for Yuta. And I definitely believe that even though Sukuna is weak, he can take Yuta. And him going for Yuta will make Gojo lose his edge, because Gojo now will have to protect Yuta. And if Gojo wants to protect Yuta, this will give Sukuna the chance to counteract anything that Gojo wants to do, and it make it a very easy W for Sukuna. So that's why I believe that Kenjaku stopping Yuta was actually the best thing to ever happen. And you know that there was the theory video that I actually brought out where I said Urame is Sukuna's strong card. I'm sorry that video is not more there. YouTube actually took it out because of a copyright claim. I'm going to dispute that. We'll try to get that video back. But I did this theory video like 2 weeks ago, and I said that Urame is Sukuna's strong card because we have not heard from Urame, and I still believe that Urame is actually hiding inside Sukuna's shadow. Guy quotes me when Urame comes to shock everybody, but I actually believe that Urame is hiding inside Sukuna's shadow, and that is Sukuna's semi-trump card, because I know he has another trump card instead of Urame. But I believe that when he's finally weak and the rest, all he just has to do is release Urame, where he or she, because I still do not know agenda, is going to defend Sukuna while Sukuna tries to get away. Because one thing I will say right now is I do not believe Kenjaku will do anything to Sukuna. He might try, but nothing will happen, because Sukuna is too smart for Kenjaku. I don't care what anybody says, but this is what I believe. And so we transition to the battle where Akito and Mahoraga is trying to jump Gojo. And originally I was surprised. I was like, wasn't this supposed to be a 3v1? Why is it just a 2v1? Find out that Sukuna is actually hiding in the shadow. And there is something that actually boggles me. If you have any theory concerning, you can write it down in the comment section below. I'll really appreciate. Like, why didn't Sukuna use the Madoka Deer to heal himself? What I'm thinking is that maybe the Madoka Deer reverse course technique isn't enough to heal the section of Sukuna's brain, so he rather just uses it on Agito, because let's be honest, Agito is the weakest in this battle, and Gojo even states it at the end of the chapter. So he rather uses it on Agito. So even if Gojo lands a black flash, which he does, the Deer can actually use reverse course technique to heal the shadow. And we can actually see it in page 6 that Gojo did hit Agito with the black flash, but Agito was able to completely heal, which that's also in it of itself. And we now see that Gojo rips out Agito's tail, and Gojo summarizes that Agito must be made of Neo, the Great Serpent, Mountain Tiger, which should be the Night Shadow, and Madoka Deer, or Round Deer as the manga I'm reading currently states. And one thing that actually just got me was Mahoraga uses his sword to kick some like rebel towards Gojo, and I'm like, why? You know that Gojo has infinity. Of course, none of the thing actually touches him. But after that, Mahoraga goes for a direct hand-on-hand attack, which Gojo dodges. And Gojo goes for Agito, which we can also say that Gojo is trying to just destroy Agito, because he's thinking that he doesn't want the Madoka Deer to heal Sukuna, which I believe that that's not even part of Sukuna's plan in the first place. But he goes for Agito to just remove that shadow from the battle, because at this point, let's just be honest with ourselves, Agito is underperforming, like really underperforming. And then we finally see our boy Sukuna scheming in the shadows, and he's all like, you know what, this is fine, I won't let him have a moment to use purple. And from what I can see, Sukuna is trying to say he doesn't want Gojo to use purple, because that will really do a lot of damage. In fact, that can even be the deciding factor of who actually wins this battle. And one thing again this chapter confirms is that Sukuna actually tanked the purple that Gojo first fired in the start of the battle. You know that there was actually this argument in the community if Sukuna dodged or if Sukuna directly blocked it. And I was standing for at that point that Sukuna blocked it because he actually lost a hand tanking the attack. And Sukuna all but confirms it in this chapter that he actually blocked the attack with his hands. And if you go back to that part where Gojo fired the purple, you will see that Urame was actually at the back of Sukuna. And this is why I am saying that Urame is definitely in Sukuna's shadow, because what Sukuna did was he must have absorbed him or her into his shadow and tanked the attack just in the nick of time. And the best, and Sukuna says one of the maddest things in this chapter, like this is the highlight of the chapter so far. Sukuna says, Maoraga, how long are you going to have me wait? That's not what I want to see. You are my shadow, not Fushiguro's shadow. Show me what you have. And this is so mad because immediately he says that it's like Maoraga felt that, and you can see that the Dharma chakra wheel spins. So like what I'm trying to now say is that like that means do the 10 shadow user actually have like a emotional link to all of his shadows? Because that would just make the 10 shadows more OP than it actually is currently. Araga does one of the most maddest thing in this chapter. He slices off Gojo's right hand. Now there's something about this thing I still do not get. I don't know if it's Gege's drawing, because if you notice the slash went vertically, but if you see the cut on Gojo's hand, it's actually horizontally at the you get what I'm trying to say. And two things we find out about is, first is Sukuna congratulates Maoraga, which I'm sure Maoraga is very happy. And we noticed that Maoraga used Sukuna's slash attack. And another thing again, Maoraga is flying like Sukuna. So that means Maoraga is able to use Sukuna's course technique. Now I'm not thinking, is Maoraga also able to use Sukuna's box? Like that's another thing entirely again. And then we see Gojo continues to fight the two shadows, and then Sukuna comes out of the shadow that is hiding inside Maoraga and attacks Gojo. Now Gojo is pushed back a little bit, then Agito comes to attack Gojo, in which Gojo just says to Agito that, do you know why are you even in this battle? Because you are not even in like ball range. And with that, Gojo uses his maximum blue attack to destroy Agito, and that's the end of the Agito. That's the end of Agito for this battle. I don't know if she's going to come again, but we all know that that's the end of her. And one thing that I'm still very confused is, I'm seeing a panel later saying 41 seconds later. Like, is it supposed to be, is that blue or is that purple? Is it 41 seconds later? Is he referring to the purple that he might is going to shoot in the possible future, or what? Like, I'm still so confused at this point, because I won't lie, I guess it's until we see the next chapter that we will know what actually happened. And this week's chapter closes with the narrator saying our technique purple will leave a scar in Shinjuku. Now, with the way this chapter ended, this week's chapter was just amazing. Like, this was good, it was fire. Like, I loved everything about it. I love the back and forth between Sukuna and Gojo. I've always loved the back and forth between Sukuna and Gojo, should be told. So yeah, definitely I'm waiting for the next one that will come next week. I can't wait for it. Like, I'm just anticipating. Then also I'm also anticipating, I want to watch the JJK anime episode 6 that is coming out tomorrow. Like, mad, I can't even wait for those two. I'm definitely going to do a review on the episode 6 of JJK season 2. I don't know when I'm planning that video, but I'm definitely going to put it out. And so yeah, that'll be all for today's video, guys. I really hope you did enjoy what I had to say. If you managed to reach up to this place, once again, seriously, I appreciate everything. Like, the patience you have with my channel, the fact that you're even able to reach the end of this video. Seriously, I really do appreciate it. So make sure you leave a like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share my video. I really appreciate all those things. And yeah, do have a nice day, and let's try to get this video to at least 10 likes. Let's do the minimum. Thanks. So yeah, thank you very much for everything, and yeah, do have a nice day.